Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to another stream from Hugo's desk. Yes, I already am talking on the chat. That's right. I hope you can hear me well. I hope you can see me well. Yeah, I was just chatting on the chat here. That yeah, we have another Honest Showreel Reviews today. You guys already know how this works. Usually people pre-book their slots and then they send their showreels for me to review. But yeah, this is now the second time in a row that no one sends me the showreel or confirms the booking. So I don't know. I don't really know. This is now the third stream that this is happening. 3 streams ago, we had three people booked, and then two of them canceled, and then I only managed to get one extra. Then last week we had someone booked, they never showed up, and then we fortunately got someone else on the chat to come in. And then today the same thing again, like people book, they do the booking, they don't confirm, and then they don't send the show reel. And yeah, I don't know, like I wish that, I don't know, I don't really know, maybe I need to change this format. That's kind of like why I'm switching on the stream because of that, because we don't have a show reel review to stream today. And I do apologize for that because they never send the reel. Maybe I need to change this format. Maybe it needs to be without bookings, because I'm starting to see bookings are very unreliable. People just don't do, they do the booking and then they ignore. So, which I don't really understand. Why would you do that? Because if you're trying to work in the visual effects industry, when you book something, you book a meeting or you book something, you should keep it. You know, it's not like you should ignore it. And it really, it's not cool to like leave people hanging. So if you don't want to show up, then you don't need to show up. But yeah, we are already on the same place as we were last time. I'm not gonna mention the name of the person or who did the booking. I'm not gonna shame anyone here. I just wish that people, when they did the booking, they actually confirmed the booking. And because it's just like it's just that it's just a bit, I don't know, it's a bit disrespectful for you to not show up on the booking. I don't know, like that's at least my view, in my personal view. Hi, Mikhail. I don't think people are scared. I don't think so. I'm not a scary guy. I don't think the showreel reviews are scary. So don't believe so. But maybe they are. Maybe you're right. Maybe they are scary. I hope not. I just need to. I think I need to change the format. Maybe what I will do is I have switched on the call anyway. Yeah. So I'm not sure if we're gonna do a stream. We'll see. We'll see if we do a stream. Anyway, if we do it or not, just wanted to, of course, thank BenQ for supporting these streams. Without BenQ, we couldn't do these showreels reviews. Obviously, I'm aware that probably BenQ is not too happy that this is not working out as it should. So I'll talk to them as well. So if BenQ is watching, I do apologize that people cancel last minute the show reviews, but I'm gonna pivot this. I'm gonna talk to them as well, and maybe we'll do it as a live event where people submit their reels on the moment, and they just, a bit like the call, maybe like a bit like the radio show, where people call in and then they directly send their show reels on the moment, and there's no booking system. So I just feel that the booking system is not working. Could we review yesterday's Formula One? I don't want to talk about Formula Ones from yesterday. It sucked. I didn't want to talk about that. Yeah, no, I'll talk about that in a second. But Mikhail, do you have a showreel self-review? Well, I actually don't have a showreel. I need to make a showreel. I haven't done a showreel in a long time. The last time I did a showreel was in 2008. That was my last showreel. So it's almost 20 years old now. It's like 17 years old. And that's the last time I did the showreel, my showreel. I really need to do one. Really do need to do one. Yeah, so I do apologize to everyone watching. We still have quite a few people watching. We have almost 20 people on YouTube. We have almost We had at some point 5 people on Twitch. I do apologize for all the people that showed up today and to see the showreel reviews. I apologize that I don't have one really for us to go through. But yeah, it is what it is. I can't really do anything about that. I do the booking system. People book it and then they don't show up. So it could be if it could be. And also, you guys remember that in the past I would have like 20 submissions for one review, and then only 3 could be done. So now I'm getting 1, 2 submissions, 3 submissions. I think it's really slowed down. People are not sending their show reels either because they're afraid or either because they're afraid of the industry. Maybe perhaps that's a topic for the radio show. Could be. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I should do that. Radio show is on Thursday. I'm trying to make it every Thursday so that it's a weekly thing. Yeah. Hey, Lucas, how you doing? I think maybe that's what I will do. On the radio show, let's talk a bit about this, about why are people not doing show reels, why are people so scared about it, and what's happening. That could be a nice topic, one of the topics that we would talk during the show. In the meantime, the radio show, I will discuss this with BenQ and see what they want to do, and also I think maybe the format could just be a more randomized for like a more spontaneous format where I'm open and people come in and bring their thing, almost like the thing from the Visual Effects Society where it's called Bring Your Own Comp. And also maybe instead of doing it every week, maybe I need to do it every 2 weeks, or maybe I need to do it every month and really be sure to have bookings confirmed and everything. I thought it was confirmed. I thought it was booked. At least I got like the confirmation that it was booked. But apparently I need to like email back and email several times and really be sure if the person is going to show up or not. So I might need to start doing that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do a spontaneous stream where people call in and then they show their portfolio or their reel and they jump into a call. But that's like the radio show, isn't it? It's always the same thing. It's again the same thing. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Give the state to the industry. I guess a lot of show reels on WIP or update status. Yeah, probably. But isn't it now the perfect time to do a show reel since people don't have jobs and they kind of want to get a job, isn't it? I would assume so. But could you arrange a compositing challenge? That could be fun. That's a nice idea, Sanji. That's actually a really nice idea, compositing challenge. So do you mean like giving a shot out and then everyone has the same shot? Is that what you mean? I could probably... That's actually a really good idea. I could talk with BenQ, even maybe try to get a gift or a prize or something like that. That could be cool. Imagine that. Like everyone has the same plate. Everyone has the same footage. They need to do whatever they can. And that actually could be cool. That's a great idea, Sanji. I'm going to make a note of that to make sure let's see here. So to make sure I credit you from this idea if we do end up doing it. So I'm going to just like write down your name here so that we can talk about it. So let's see here. Sanji. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna ask BenQ if they are interested on that. We've had that before. Years ago we did a design competition with BenQ. It was great. Like we had 50-something people that submitted really cool designs, and the prize was a monitor. So I can talk to them, see if they want to do that. Maybe that could be a nice idea, because then what we could do is people can send their... I can set up a shot, one of my plates from my course or something, and then people can do whatever they want on the shot, and then I can even provide CG if they want to. And then maybe we can do several live streams where we go through the third place, the runner-up, and the winner, so we can do 3 streams from the 3 winners, the first place, second place, and third, and then maybe we do another stream with like a selection of other artists that were involved. I did that last year, 2 years ago, when they had the design competition. I ended up doing a stream with the person that won. That was a really nice stream. We went to talk about their art and talked about what they did, and that was a really cool stream. Yeah, maybe that would be a good idea. Yeah. Anyway, I'll talk to BenQ. BenQ is the sponsor of this stream anyway. And with that in mind, I'm actually gonna play their commercial because that's what this stream is sponsored by BenQ. So even if I don't do a showreel review, I'm still gonna run their commercial. So I'll be right back in about 30 seconds. And just so you all know, this could not the entire series of showreel reviews, which we've been running now for 70 something streams for years now, couldn't have been done without BenQ. Just wanted BenQ to know that, and I'm really so grateful for that. So let's run their commercial. Okay, well, thank you so much, BenQ, for sponsoring this stream and for supporting the channel so much. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. No, Mikhail, I'm not going to do a deep compositing challenge with the 2 terabyte shot. That would be like silly. No, it has to be something simple. It has to be like, you know, a typical shot, maybe with a plate and then a little piece of CG, something like that. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna shut down the call because I've been waiting on the call here now for 20 minutes. So I think I'll shut down the call. I don't think the person is gonna show up. Well, I'll leave it on. I mean, why not? I'll leave it on, and maybe they will show up, and then maybe it could be a time zone thing. Yes, Mikhail, you're right. Maybe it is. I do ask privately. A lot of times when people cancel or they don't show up, Mikhail, they never answer me again. They never reply to me again. So I don't know. Gone are the days of a lot of people. Like I was just going through my stats the other day, and I was like going through my old streams, and man, when I was doing showreel reviews on Twitch on 2021 or 22, it was incredible. It would have had like 500 people watching, 1,000 people watching. Those are the days I would have like 30 showreel submissions for one stream. You know, it was incredible. Now, if I get 50 people, it would be incredible. If I get 50 people watching, things are really different now. Not only there's like so much competition on YouTube, but also like there's so few people really. I think people are really getting, like, maybe people are afraid of the industry. Maybe people are starting to try to do something else. Could be that. CG stops imagination. I think only the plate is the best. Oh, Dancy thinks CG stops animation. Why would you say that? Yeah, the plate, I mean, if anything, definitely a plate would be a better idea because they can do whatever they want on the plate. So maybe it doesn't even need to be a shot that I already have. I could go out. I have professional cameras. I can go out and actually shoot something for real. and then provide measurements for the camera, lens and sensor size and the model of the camera, and also provide the full HDR of the location if people wanted to integrate CG. That's actually could be a good idea if we could provide a full HDR production of it, a full HDR of the set, also like a survey of the place where I shot it. That's actually could be a really good idea, you know. So yeah, I think that could be cool. SD maps, yeah, for sure. I could provide SD maps as well, for sure. I could provide that very easily. So the person would get the full plate, full uncompressed EXR on ACES, and then they would get the SD maps for the lens distortion. They would get the HDR for any CG if they want to pursue that. And then also they would get like a survey of the shot, you know, angle, lenses, and also height of the camera, measurements, those kind of things, that kind of metadata. And then they can do whatever they want. They can track it if they want. They can integrate to CG if they want. They clean up stuff if they want. Just need to think what it could be, because obviously I don't want any legal problems, so I can't really go to the street and film people a plate that has people around. So it probably has to be a plate either from a location with no one around, or it has to be people that are already from my side and they know they're going to be on the shot, or it could be with me on the shot. I don't know. I need to like think a bit about that. So I think I'm. You're already excited, Sanji. That's cool. I'll talk with BenQ about this. I'll talk with BenQ about this and see what they think. Hopefully they say yes, and I think they will say yes. I actually think they will say yes. The most difficult thing it will be for the convincing them to have a giveaway. But if I can't convince them to do a giveaway like we had last time, we could, I could go give away with my course, or I could do something else. I could try to see if the foundry would be interested on giving a license out. Maybe that's something I could do with them. Maybe it could be a foundry / BenQ competition, and I would get something from them. Maybe that would be a good idea. Maybe I should do that. Yeah. Anyway, I think I might go then, because the person didn't show up. They never showed up. I never got a show reel, and we have another stream on Thursday anyway. So I might do that, unless you guys have anything else that you want to talk about. But really quickly, I'm just going to mention that as well, the radio show. We do have the radio show on Thursday. So Thursday, we'll have the radio show. Never mind the state of the industry text there. It's not going to be that. It's going to be any topic, really. So I need to make a new banner for that. A new banner that says just... that doesn't have a topic, because I think now I've given up on having topics. I'm just going to have anything, really, and so that in fact I'll do that right away. So I'll just swap it now because I've done that already. So there won't be any topic. It's just a call-in radio show, and it's on Thursdays. So it's always on Thursdays at 5:00, so people can kind of call in and talk about anything really whatsoever if they want to. So. Mikhail says, too easy. Footage from phone with dynamic drifty shutter. No, it won't. No. It won't be on a phone. Come on, what are you talking about? It will be on a Blackmagic camera, proper camera, with some nice... And in fact, I actually have a Blackmagic camera. I have the old Blackmagic Cinema 4K, which does not have shutter, because it's a progressive shutter camera. That's actually the only camera I have with progressive shutter. So maybe I should do that. Maybe I should use that camera instead. But yeah, you're right. If it is an iPhone plate, it will be very, very, difficult for sure. Okay, so let me just, I actually have a question here. I'm going to just go through the questions real quick. Since we have the people asking questions anyway, why not answer them? Let's just do that real quick. Okay, so I have a question here from Foxhound83 on Twitch. Yeah, I forgot to mention that I'm streaming simultaneously on Twitch and on YouTube. So Fox and Hound 83 from Twitch says, about the industry, I just finished my training as a compositor, and when I look at the job market now, I only see 2-3 jobs as a junior. Yeah, you are right, Fox. Right now, it's quite tricky, but I still think you should not give up. You should just send to as many companies as you want. Never forget that a lot of companies will accept submissions, even if they're not looking for. You need to realize that sometimes companies are not looking for someone, but then they still accept the submission. Or sometimes the company's website is not up to date. And so sometimes they're looking for people, but they might not even advertise it on the website. So maybe I would say do not give up. Keep sending it anyway. You know. I have another question here from Aderbal Andrade. Yeah, I guess it's Aderbal Andrade. What's the funniest acting for VFX moment you've seen on set? The funniest acting for VFX moment? I mean, anything that had to do with someone with green screen onesies, you know, if they have a green screen suit or if they have a spandex suit with green screen, they're always funny because it's so silly to see that. So I guess that would be the funniest things. Nothing comes to mind now, actually, to be honest. You know. Previously, someone asked about Formula One. It was underwhelming, to be frank, what happened yesterday. That would be my answer. Don't really have to talk much about it. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe we have a place for questions and for chatting, which is the radio show. And so let's leave that for Thursday. So what I will do now is on Thursdays, we always have the radio show where people can come in and they can call. And I will do the radio show this Thursday, as usual. The showreel reviews are going to be on a hiatus right now. So I'm going to pause this thing. I'm not going to have any more showreel reviews because this is now the third time that people cancel on me. And so I'm not going to continue doing this because there's no point. It's not fair for my sponsor. It's not fair for you guys. So I'm going to pause the showreel reviews, maybe return to them later on in the year or something. But I'm going to approach BenQ and Foundry and see if they would like to do a competition. I think that could be a nice idea to do a competition with no AI, just a straight up competition of visual effects where people need to use the tools at their disposal. Just like we did the competition with BenQ, with the design BenQ. Also, it was not, it could not be used with AI. It was like only a competition from artists as well. So yeah, I think I'll leave you guys with that. It would not be fair because I still did a giveaway anyway, so I'll do the giveaway anyway. I know we only did a half-an-hour stream today, but I posted the giveaway, so I'll do the giveaway. I'm not going to pretend that the giveaway didn't exist. So because I did set it up, so I'll do the giveaway for anyone on the chat. We don't have a lot of people watching, but it's probably enough for a giveaway anyway. Let's see how many people have signed up for the giveaway. I'll give it a few more minutes if you want to sign up for the giveaway last minute. So we still had 20 people that put up the entry. So if you haven't come into the giveaway, that's your chance. You can still come into the giveaway and see if you want to be part of it. So yeah. So again, I apologize to BenQ for the shortness of this stream. I do apologize because no one showed up with the reviews, and also I apologize to my viewers, of course, as well. I will come back with something else. I will pivot and change the format of this to see if we can do something else, maybe a different type of showreel review where it's more spontaneous, or a competition. I'm gonna come back with some, because now it's the third time that this is happening, so I don't think this model works. People book and then they don't show up. I'm still going to email the people that booked because I still think that they owe me an explanation of why they didn't show up. Even if something, shit happens all the time, of course. Even if something happened to them, they should at least say something or tell me why they didn't show up. Because it's very unprofessional, to do it. Well, Robbie, you are right. Maybe it should be once a month. The reason I did it more was because I had so many requests for the show reviews. So many people asked me to do more reviews and to do more of them. And then I got a bunch of show reels, and I got a bunch of people booking, but then they don't show up. People book the slot and confirm, and then they don't show up on the day of the stream. So that's the problem. I kind of like, which was weird. Like, people book and confirm, but then I don't know. Like, I don't know what's happening. We'll see. Danshi 3D, is it illegal to share a course? Yes, it is. It is illegal to share the course. The course is only for one person. So I'll do the giveaway anyway, because I promised there will be a giveaway, and there's still 30 people that came into the giveaway, so I'm gonna do the giveaway now. So yeah, Sanji, send the show reel. Yeah, of course. If someone wants to do a show review, if someone wants to do one genuinely, they can contact me on social media, and we can set up a call for that. That's not a problem. We can set up a stream just for that. Maybe that's the way to do it. I'll start requesting showreel reviews. I thought these reviews gave other people also a lot of insight. At least that's what people tell me. I can only go from the comments and from the feedback I got. A lot of people tell me that they learn a lot by watching them. They enjoy watching them, and they actually develop a lot of skill sets by watching the showreel reviews. Even people that don't have a reel, just watching them, they say it helps them a lot to develop their own skill sets and to develop their own show reviews. So I thought that was a thing, but I think it is. But yeah, I just need to like rethink this format, and I'll get back to you guys. But we're still doing the radio show. That's been very successful, and it's been great, and so I'll do that on Thursdays. Winner of the course. I've done the dice now. The winner of the course is, yeah, people say it's also. I think it is, but you know. Okay, so winner of the course is okay. The winner of the course is YVB? YVBII. I guess that's how I don't know how I pronounce that name. I have no idea. But I'll write it down on both chats here, and that's the winner of the new course. Hopefully they're here. And then they can win the course. Are they here? Is anyone with this name here? I can't recognize the name. Cannot recognize the name from anyone on the chat. So I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, that is exactly the name. Oh, Yubi. Okay. Yubi. Okay, well, is it Yubi? Would I say Yubi? Is that correct? Congratulations, Yubi. You've won my new course. So I am by the way, I'm conscious that I haven't sent the course from the last giveaway or the one before that. I do apologize for that. I have been a bit busy and I forgot to send it. I will send all three now in a row. Congratulations, Yubi. You've won the new course. I'll be sending you the login in a couple of days. Hope you enjoyed the course. Looking forward to talking to you on the chat and talking to you on Discord. We do have a Discord for the online course. Yeah. So everyone, I do apologize. We have a lot of people watching. We have 42 people watching on YouTube, and we have 10 people on Twitch. But I'm afraid we're gonna wrap up because we never got a show reel. No one showed up. The person that booked didn't show up. They confirmed, but they never showed up. So we'll be back on Thursday. So I do apologize to my sponsor again. I apologize to all of you. We'll be back on Thursday for the radio show. We can maybe discuss this as well, how this went. And yeah, I'll definitely be talking with BenQ about the competition. I think it's a fantastic idea. Thank you so much, Sanji, for the idea. Definitely gonna approach BenQ and approach. I'm gonna approach BenQ and approach Foundry to see if we can get the competition running. And nutty for why the showreel can be anything. It doesn't need to be compositing. I'm a visual effects supervisor. We've reviewed showreels of 3D, of modeling. We've reviewed animation. We reviewed compositing. We reviewed art, concept art, matte painting. We've reviewed any type of showreel on the showreel, on the review. And that says, Hugo, don't worry about it. To you answer my previous question, but feel free to. Thank you for you to answer or skip my questions. I'm trying to help with some topics. I don't know, Andrea, it was a good question. So don't worry. Yeah. So everyone, have a great day. If you do celebrate Easter, I guess hope you had a good Easter. If you don't celebrate it, then I hope you had a good weekend. We'll be back on Thursday at 5 o'clock. We'll have the radio show as usual once a week. So I'll see you all later. Thank you so much. Thanks to BenQ for sponsoring this stream. Have a great time. See you all later. Bye bye everyone. Bye.